Hi, and welcome to Gogo Dairies Story Time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story.
Hello, everyone. It is good to just sit here and talk to you because this week marks exactly 12 months since Gogo Dairies Sweden was born. If you go back to our social media handles, Instagram, YouTube, as well as Facebook, it was this week that Gogo Dairies Sweden was born and launched on social media. And as we reflect on the last 12 months, I cannot but have that sense of inner joy at the milestones that we've covered during the last 12 months. First of all, Sticky Fingers in the African Forest was launched on Amazon in April. Ndinshona it's Tsurona Gudo Vanorangwa Nenyaya Yekuba. A book that did the rounds through a virtual book tour. And it encouraged me so much talking to children across the globe as I was reading the book to them. I felt pushed and encouraged to continue writing children's stories that are based on Zimbabwe folklore. So in July, the second book was launched on Amazon. Bullfrog Outwits Sneaky Hare. And in Shona, Gona Anagona Wake. Both books are based on African proverbs. And why I use proverbs as a point of teaching values and acceptable behavior to children. So these two books were done during the 12 months. Also, we launched the Gogo Dairies classes, which are basically classes that are held weekly where we use folklore as, again, a contact point for children to learn values at a regular pace. So every week it has been Mondays for the children in Sweden and Saturdays for children in other countries. And this has been really interesting and successful. It has pushed me to actually dig deep into myself as I interact with those children on a weekly basis, to hear their concerns, to see and appreciate the way they analyze and process information. And I can tell you, one of the pleasant surprises that I had was that as I'm writing a book, I'm looking at one particular value and one particular mode of behavior that I'm trying to address. But as we discuss with the children and we go into the core lesson, they bring out other aspects that I may not have thought about. And the feedback from the parents has been really encouraging, because parents have told me that they've seen the difference in the development of their children in terms of values and behavior. In the last 12 months, I was able to have fun with my grandchildren, which was really the inspiration behind Gogo Dairies Sweden. We went places. We were able to travel across Sweden, to go camping, to slide on the snow, to attend functions with my grandchildren. And as I did so, I was able to see the world through their eyes. Often, we as adults see things as black and white, but it's not so with the children as they are growing up. And particularly when you have got grandchildren that are growing up in the diaspora. My grandson in his class, he has friends from 10 different nationalities. Now that would not happen if we were in Zimbabwe. There would probably be one nationality, maybe 2 or 3. So all of a sudden, I was now exposed to a worldview that encompasses everybody, that appreciates everybody, where you are now saying, as a child from Zimbabwe, what am I bringing to the table? As a child from Sweden, what am I bringing to the table? As a child from Syria or Ghana or Kenya or England or the States, what am I bringing to the table? And this has brought in a tremendous amount of activities and discussions that are based on diversity, the importance of diversity, how it can benefit us, and also inclusion. How do we include everybody? So as I move forward, I am very much aware that Gogo Dairies Sweden is really focused on developing global citizens that can stand tall on the global stage and still maintain who they are and still be proud of who they are. So the last 12 months, although I started off with this yearning that I need to change the narrative for my grandchildren, I soon realized that it was not just about them, it was about children, children of the world, children living in Sweden, children living in Europe, in the diaspora, in different countries across the globe, children living in Africa, in Zimbabwe. And today, as I reflect, I want to thank you, because a lot of people came with me on my journey, bought into my vision. I want to thank my family, my children, my stars, the grandchildren, for just challenging me on a day-to-day basis, asking questions that made me reflect on what really Gogo Dairies Sweden is all about. And as I am celebrating the year, our birthday, with you, my friends, my subscribers, my followers, what better place to do so than Zimbabwe? As I'm visiting Zimbabwe and enjoying the sunshine and the beautiful greenery around me, I am reminded that every single day I'm looking at Zimbabwe now through the eyes of a global child. And I'm saying, what value am I adding today? The stories that I tell, the places that I visit, what value am I adding today? And I would love for you to give me your feedback. What has Gogo Dairies Sweden done to you? How has it impacted you? Are there areas that we need to improve? Are there areas that we need to consider adding onto the project? The next 12 months is going to be very exciting, because as I have been traveling across Zimbabwe, I've been sharing it with you. So it's going to unfold as the year goes on. And I'm looking forward, as I go back, as I move back to Sweden after my break in Zimbabwe, I'm looking forward to sharing Sweden with you, from the eyes of a grandmother who has been impacted by children. So as I'm looking at it and I'm getting excited about it, I'm also saying, what do the children think? For me, my village in the last 12 months has been transformed. I grew up in the village 70 kilometers from where I'm sitting. But my village has been expanded beyond measure. It's not only in Harare, it's also in Sweden, it's also in Canada, it is also across the world, because my village now comprises of all the lives that have touched me in the last 12 months. And when I think of friends and children in Sweden, even as I'm sitting here, they are part and parcel of who Gogo Dairies Sweden is. They are part of my village. When I think of children in Australia that I've been interacting with, I know that they are part of my village. The same for Canada and the States and all the countries that I've interacted with. They are my village. And it is really you to who I owe this gratitude and appreciation for growing my village, for defining my village beyond what I thought it would be. So as we go into 2022, as we move forward, what best can I say? But welcome to my village.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.